What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Let's Talk Live podcast. It's Wednesday, June 8th. This is episode 30. I want to welcome everybody for coming in, hanging out this afternoon. I know this is like a midday show and it's a little bit earlier in the day than I normally do my 8 o'clock spot, but I have some plans this evening. And I thought I'd come on before I go out and do my plans, kill a little bit of time here with you guys. I'm going to wait and see if we can bring some more people in. I got one faithful watcher right now. Again, it's kind of a pop-up stream, so I didn't really expect many people to drop in, but maybe we'll fill up here as we kind of move along with the stream, and we'll hang out. So I wanted to talk about today just some things that are going on in the U.S. economy, and I am not by far any type of economist or global economist or politician, but I just go by things that I've been reading and seeing. Obviously, Danger checking in. How you doing, man? He's saying looking dapper there, Brian. Thank you so much, buddy. Trying to clean up the style a little bit. Trying to look a little bit more, distinguished and sophisticated lately. But yeah, I'm not any type of economist, but I'm just reading a lot and seeing a lot. And if you guys saw the video I dropped a video yesterday just talking about things that you can start doing to battle, obviously inflation. And, the biggest thing right now is everybody is obviously freaking out over gas prices. It's one of the main things that are really going to affect our wallet at the end of the day. We travel a lot. We use our cars to get back and forth to, very important places we have to go work. Some people might have to travel 30 minutes or an hour outside of where they live to actually, go to work. So that's all really affecting everybody right now. I mean, I have a guy at my previous job. I haven't started my new job yet, but at my previous job, he travels in like 45 minutes a day. That's 5 days a week, and it's costing him over $100 in gas. I mean, that's crazy. It's crazy right now, and everybody is definitely either feeling this thing or going to start feeling this thing. So, which is really weird. I just was thinking about this. I actually start my new job next week. And this is the longest amount of time I've taken off between jobs in about 16 years. And it feels weird because I am literally killing myself around the house. Like I'm literally bored out of my mind because we just get into that crazy rat race of, going to work every day. I can only imagine what it's like for someone that has had a career for 40, 50 years, and then they finally get to the age of retirement. Your brain, because you haven't decompressed yet, your brain must just constantly keep going. So Danger just saying that I minored in economics, the needs of the country is being sacrificed for political agendas. It's absolutely true, man. But what I wanted to do here on this stream is just talk about ways that you can battle inflation. And I did drop a video, like I said yesterday, about this, but I wanted to come on and just do a live stream because I love doing the live streams and getting more interaction. Videos are not really my strong point. I think I'm getting better at it, but definitely love the live environment. And I know this is a little bit different, something different on the channel here, but I did some polling last week, and people are saying that they wanted to see subjects like this on the channel. So. Anyway, we'll get into kind of the main subject here. So I was actually just reading an article yesterday. The average gas price nationwide is $5 a gallon right now. Some economists are saying that by the 4th of July, the average gas price in the United States is going to be $6 a gallon. Just to put things in perspective, I have a BMW. I have to put premium gas in it today. I went to the pump and I almost healed over dying because I haven't been to the pump probably about maybe 5 days to a week. And I literally, I looked at the gas bills. I thought I was literally reading the wrong gas price. It was $5.59 for premium gallons. Insane. And I haven't, as you know, like I was just saying, I haven't been out. I haven't filled my tank in about 5 days because I haven't been driving a lot. And just trying to stay really local around. Franchise checking in saying, hey, yo, what's up, Franchise? How are you, man? Always a faithful watch it here on the Let's Talk Live podcast. I do appreciate it. So yeah, they're saying that national gas price average is going to be $6 a gallon. I think it will be. I mean, looking out in California, I think the average gas price out there right now for regular gas is $6.50, and premium is up almost close to $8 a gallon. It's insane. To Danger's point as well too, a lot of this is a political agenda. You can't solely blame the president, although he does have a lot to do what's going on. He does control what goes on in this country. He could be doing things to better our situation economically, but he's choosing not to do that. And of course, the big fight right now is gun control. That's a whole nother level of things that we could get into with that. But it's funny that that is the big agenda right now, and gun control is getting pushed to the forefront right now, and the economy is not getting talked about. Did they think that they were going to bullshit us with this whole Putin price hike and the war in Ukraine and all this other crap? But anyway, I digress. So, I could sit here and talk about that for 3 or 4 hours today. But I only got about an hour before I have to head out. Franchise saying, BMW, at least you don't have to fill the blinker fluid. Yes. And you know what BMW stands for? It stands for break my wallet. I actually have to go get service on my car tomorrow. I need an oil change. So I'll be going to the dealership to do that. And I know that they're going to question me, or not question me. They're going to point out, hey, you have a check engine light. I'm going to say, yeah, I have a check engine light because of the dealership that you won't fix. And that's another stream that I could get into at some point. But Danger saying, oh, hell yes, I can blame the president. Gun control is a distraction. Total distraction. Yes. And yes, he's partially to be blame. OPEC has a lot to what's going on, and the world stage as well. So I think there's a conglomerate of things that are going on. But again, as the president of this country, he is supposed to protect Americans, and in whatever way that is, so be it. And obviously he is not doing that right now. So let's get into some ways that you can battle inflation. So I had thought up kind of a think tank list the other day, and a couple of things that I want to say first is, keep contributing towards your long-term gains, your 401ks, or if you have any type of retirement accounts, because right now you're going to feel this thing of inflation, but you want to continue those best practices to be ready for the future. Because honestly, I know when I get ready to retire, when I'm probably 65, 70, hopefully 68, there may be no Social Security. So I obviously want to keep my 401k going. I'm going to keep that flush, and I'm going to keep adding money into that 401k for the long term. Short term right now, the economy is going to suffer. It could be a couple of years. I believe that we're going to go into a recession, hopefully not a depression. So we go into a depression, it's going to be a lot of layoffs, and there's going to be hiring freezes, and then people are going to be in a lot of trouble. Sorry, I'm getting a little nasally. Allergies have been crazy lately. Danger saying, so we've had a supply chain crisis. It's only going to get worse with the increasing gas prices. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. I know that my previous company, we're talking about our container ships that we used to ship from China. And, those big container ships, we'd pack goods all full of that. It would come over here on a ship. It would get dropped at the dock. They said that before the supply chain crisis and COVID, that was costing $5,000 to get one of those container ships here. You know what it is now? It's almost $50,000 to get one of those here. It's crazy. Danger's wife saying it's not just gas, it's food too. It is a scary time. Yep, absolutely. But I think the major thing right now is that people are looking at, respective to what you said about food, but gas and food probably all come together, respectively said. Basil's checking in saying one of the few things that hasn't seemed to crash is the housing market. So I'm listing my condo for sale, and the house sitting this summer. Think prices will dip this fall. I think what's going to happen as well too is that we're going to head into another housing crisis, because what I'm seeing is There's a lot of people selling their houses, their condos. And I think that the banks are just giving money away like they did prior to 2008. You had a young couple, they went in, they wanted to buy a house. They may have applied for a loan of $250,000, but the bank turned around and said, no, really, you should take this $400,000 loan and buy this $400,000 house. And then when you had the crash, no one could afford it. And we, obviously had the major economic shakeup, the bailout with the banks and all that other crap. So, yeah, I definitely think that the recession is going to hit. It's going to hit hard. It's coming very soon, and people need to start preparing for it. So going back to 401k, keep contributing to your retirement accounts. That's very important. You always want to keep packing that with money as much as you can, and maybe cutting back on some other things. Great time right now to switch careers. There's a lot of companies out there that are hiring. There's a lot of companies out there looking for employees. Where everybody is working, I have no idea. Why everybody's not working, I have no idea. Where all this money is coming from, I have no idea. I have some speculation. I think that people used a lot of the COVID money to invest, probably, maybe got a good, what I call a bankroll of salary for a couple of years, to deciding to kind of sit on the sideline and ride that money out. I know a lot of people got very invested in crypto and did very well in that. The stock market, they did very well in that. So that could be. But I know in my industry, in sales and management, in retail, we're suffering to hire people. I have no idea where they are. I think maybe some people are doing more like Uber Eats, Amazon, the younger kids, so they can work on their own schedule. Maybe that's not why they're in a corporate structured business right now, like a retail setting. It gives them a little bit more freedom in their life. And I think a lot of people probably moved back home too. A lot of younger kids moved back home, taking small part-time jobs, kind of living the life right now. But you don't want to do that. You always want to start and think about your future now. You always want to think towards retirement, start getting going. So switching careers, it could be risky, but in what you always want to do in this type of situation too is that you can set your own market. You walk out, like I'll use myself as an example. I just recently switched jobs after 16 years. I walked out and I got a 20% increase in pay. And I kind of set my own market. I said, this is what it's going to take for me to come to your company. And they didn't even hesitate. They paid me right away. I was almost like, kind of like, holy crap, I should have done this maybe 10 years ago. But the things that you want to look at is if you're going to make a job change right now, most important thing is get in with a well-established company, a company that can be able to fluctuate, be able to afford the fluctuation in the economy right now, a company that's going to be here to stay. You don't want to go into a startup company or something risky. If you've had a track record at your current job, you move into a smaller company that may have only been around for a year, and you could be in a lot of trouble if that company goes under, or if there's layoffs, you're probably going to be the first person that goes because you haven't built that seniority. I'm going to go back to just some of the chats real quick. Franchise saying, I'm going back to pole dancing. He said, these old ladies make it rain. Danger's wife checking. He said, unemployment hasn't hit yet. There are still problems with staffing. Companies don't want to fire people and then have them find them again when the economy recovers. Yeah, absolutely. So, switching careers might be a thing. Go out there, increase your salary, increase your worth. A lot of companies are paying for top talent right now. This is a great time to switch jobs. Recently, I just got back on LinkedIn. I used to peek in there every once in a while. And I'm noticing now on my feed, so many people changing jobs, so many people starting new jobs. And that's probably because they're getting increases in salary. You increase your salary, you increase your net worth. It helps battle inflation. It gives you more money in your pocket, and it makes things a little bit more comfortable in life. Another thing that you might want to start doing is maybe it's time to pick up a part-time job. As much as it sucks, we work full-time, especially as older guys like me. I'm 44. It sucks. having to think about pick a part-time job if I've worked my full-time job. But maybe you can do something like this, a social media part-time job. Start a YouTube channel. TikTok is paying now. They have Facebook Reels. There's Instagram. This is something that I can do from my home and generate a little bit of income. I was just transparent the other day. I dropped a video. Someone questioned me about the Gucci shoes that I bought and said, it's not cool that you're buying Gucci shoes. Your fans bought those for you. And I basically broke down what the income is on my channel. This channel generates on average about $200 a month. After I pay my taxes and all that, I'm probably pocketing about $140 a month. But hey, times 12, it's a little bit of extra money in my pocket. Any residual money that comes in is always great. And, YouTube is a journey. It's not going to happen overnight. This channel is only about 1.5 years old. They say the journey takes, probably between 3 to 5 years to really start making some really good passive income. But anyway, I digress. But you could look into that social media, maybe pick up Amazon part-time or Uber or deliver pizzas. People are probably making a killing delivering pizzas right now. I know that some of the supermarkets have delivery options. Walmart's doing it. Target's doing it. So I think a lot of people have gone out to do those jobs as well too. So obviously you want to minimize your expenses. Things that I do here in my apartment, rooms that I'm not in, I make sure the lights are off. They're not turned on in those rooms. I don't leave a TV on and go sit in another room. Anything like that to cut down cost. Electricity is obviously rising with all the what's going on with the economy. That's one way that you can save here. Your water bill, not take crazy long showers like you used to, hot showers. Watch what you buy at the store. Maybe if you've been using brand name stuff, you can probably go to some of the general brands or cheaper brands. Not that those aren't super expensive right now, but it might cut back a buck here and there. That obviously can help as well. And then you don't want to do as much driving right now. Try to plan out your week. Maybe instead of doing errands 3 times a week, you only do them 2 or 1. Can hit all those areas in one specific trip. Not travel out so far from home. And obviously, those nights that you go out with your friends, maybe Friday, Saturday, Sunday nights, you're not going out having dinner, drinks with your friends. You cut that back to maybe 2 times or 1 time a week. That can obviously cut back your expenses as well. Franchise checking in and saying OnlyFans, where I just go about my day job, wash cars, and play with the cat. Yes, open a OnlyFans account. Danger saying, here's a tip. Do you need every single streaming service you're subscribed to? Yeah, that's a great option too. Netflix is going through the roof. I think it's at like 13 or 14 bucks a month right now. You have Hulu, you have Disney Plus, all that stuff. I have cut the cord. I haven't had cable in years because of my cable service. It comes with a basic cable, and it's so weird too, where these companies fuck you. I don't want cable. I don't watch cable. I watch YouTube, or I can pretty much stream anything I want to stream for a couple of bucks if I want to watch a game or something. This is where this cable company fucks you. If I want just cable, I can't do that because, let's say, just for an example, if I want just cable, they're going to charge me $100. But if I get cable with TV, it's a couple of bucks more or a couple of bucks less. It's just stupid. I don't watch TV. I haven't watched TV in years. So I don't know, something like that. Cutting down on your streaming services, subscriptions, anything like that, can obviously save money as well too. Another thing you can do as well is make sure that you're focused on paying down high interest credit cards or loans. That definitely can help you save some money in the long run because you won't be paying the interest charges on that, keeping your expenses low on your charge cards, stuff like that. I try not to use charge cards at all. I pay everything in cash. That's the best way to do it. I learned that system from Dave Ramsey. If you haven't heard of any of his stuff, He does kind of like a baby step system to get you out of debt, and Debt Free is a great channel. A lot of literature online of the stuff that he does. So you can also go over and check that stuff out too. Let's see. Keep up with the usual 401k contributions. Maybe you want to start evaluating your investments. I know crypto right now is taking a dump. I have invested in some crypto. Could be a good time to buy low. Hopefully it comes back up and you profit, but you might want to look at some of your stock market investments, maybe pull back on those right now, just kind of let the market sit and see what it's going to do. Maybe not feed your, the market right now. Sorry, guys, my voice is going in and out. Franchise checking in saying there's a link somewhere on the interwebs to watch whatever you want somewhere. Allegedly, I would never. Yeah, there's a lot of that stuff too. There's a lot of that stuff with a quick Google search. But yeah, so you could do that. Another thing to do right now too is if you're maybe looking to switch careers, start beefing up your resume. Like I said, I haven't been on LinkedIn in years. I went on LinkedIn the other day and did that kind of career change on there. And I had this plethora of people like reaching out to me, congratulating me. A lot of people from the new company that I'm going to, welcome to the team, et cetera, and just a lot of interesting networking opportunities. So maybe getting on there, looking for another career. LinkedIn is really great for careers in the job market. A lot of daily postings on there. Maybe you see something that you like or someone reaches out to you, get on there. This might be a great time to make a change. I think it is a great time to make a change in your career. Like I said, there's a lot of companies that are paying right now to get people employed. And then lastly, you probably want to hold back on not making any expensive purchases right now. Maybe you went in a couple of months ago and thought about buying a new car. You might want to sit on that for a year if you can, wait till this, somewhat comes back or some of the economy starts to come back. It's probably going to be a while. But if you can last, and it might be more cost effective to make that major repair in your car than it is to go out and buy a $40,000, $50,000 car right now or take a car loan. Avoid any new debt. You don't want to go on a vacation. You don't want to buy any luxury items like watches or shoes or clothes. That stuff can help you save money in the long run too. I know over the last couple of weeks, I've gone a little bonkers on spending. And I think I just get a little crazy knowing that, my salary is going to increase here in the next couple of weeks, but I'm definitely going to start reeling it in and pulling it in and holding back on investments and spending right now. I've spent a lot of money over the last couple of weeks, I think just out of boredom. And if you're ever bored and you feel like you need to do something like that, get out, take a walk, go to the gym, call a friend, something like that. Get your mind off of spending. Because I know myself, I usually battle boredom with spending, which is not a good habit. Thank God I don't gamble or anything like that. But shopping for me can get a little out of control sometimes. So I have to kind of reel myself in and say, all right, Brian, let's pull back the reins here a little bit and reel it in. So franchise asking, so should I close the Bring a Trailer tab on my browser? Damn it. Yeah, man, that site's pretty crazy for cars. You can see a lot of crazy cars on there, a lot of cool cars. Yeah, that's definitely a good thing to shut down that right now. So, guys, I wanted to come on and just do a quick stream with you all, talk a little bit of things that you could battle inflation, just a little bit of an update as far as watch content. As you guys know, I've been trying to get Anthony from Timepiece Gentleman on the podcast here to do an interview with him. A couple of weeks have gone by. I think he's had 2 new episodes on his channel come out on his personal account for the Timepiece Gentleman. I actually reached out to him today because I actually commented on one of his videos and said, hey, let's do that interview on the podcast. He said, reach out to me. So I have reached out to him. I'm hoping to get him over here in the next 2 weeks and I'll keep you guys up to date with that. So that's going to basically just end the stream for today. I wanted to do a quick stream, jump in, just say hi to everybody. I hope that you got some valuable content out of this, and just giving you some ideas here to battle inflation. As far as the watch market, prices are going to drop. You want to buy smart. If you're going to buy anything, try to pay cash. Don't use credit cards. Don't use any type of, payment plan services. It's up to you. It's your money. If you can afford it, do it. If not, sit and wait. Prices are always going to come up and down. And the watch that you really want, the price may drop at some point. So keep an eye on it. So yes, Basil, TPG, I am trying like a motherfucker to get him on here. I am determined to get him on here. I think it will happen. It's just a matter of schedule. With him, it is, it's always just keeping consistency with him. And he does respond. If I keep bugging him, he will respond. And again, I'm just trying to hopefully get him here on one of the next 2 Sunday shows, but we'll see what happens. And I'll keep you guys posted when that does happen. And I think it'll be exciting. So for anyway, guys, I hope that this stream helped you out today. Some tips to battle inflation. I know it's a little bit of a different subject matter here on the channel, but I like to do well-rounded stuff here on the channel. And I did a poll a couple of weeks ago about some of the things that everybody wanted to hear, and this is one of the things that people want to talk about. So current events, politics, stuff like that. I have no problem talking it. Again, I'm not an economist or a politician. I just kind of go by my feeling and what I read and my thoughts. So hopefully they line up with everybody here. If not, drop a comment below when this video posts. I'd love to hear your opinions, and we can go from there. But anyway, that's going to be it. I'm going to head out here. The Celtics start here at 9:15 tip-off. I'm not going to miss that game. I'm going to go to my buddies, get out of the house for a little while, and hang out with him. So go Celtics. We definitely need this win at home tonight. And I will catch you guys on the next one. We'll be back live Sunday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Main man Primo will be here. Hopefully we'll have Susan T back. And maybe we'll open it up and get some more people on the panel sometime. Love to have anybody over if they want to come out and hang out. Franchise saying, go Celtics. Yes. And I will see you guys next time. Peace out for now. Bye.